Maria here, welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing this fancy eye look for you. What do you think? I decided to go a little out of my comfort zone, and I had tried this a little while ago and I really liked it. Like, I like the way it makes my eyes pop. I've tried a few different blush combinations, but I like the peach on here, and yeah, that's what I've got. Hope you like it. It's a little more complicated of a look, so I stuck more with just eyes, lips, and cheeks today. But yeah, let's get started right away and let's go. So I'm gonna start by going into this color right here and using that as my main transition color. Okay, then I'm going to go into this shade right there. It's kind of a mustardy yellow shade, and I'm going to apply that right over top of that transition shade. And I'm going to take that onto my lid, and I'm just going to use a really light hand and kind of blend this down into here. Okay, now I'm going to take this smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into I'm going to go into this brown shade first, and then this burgundy shade. And I'm going to focus this on just that inner, like the very deepest part of the crease, about halfway, and then pull that onto the lid. Okay, actually, before I go into that burgundy color, I'm going to go into this hot pinky shade. It's kind of a cranberry shade, and that's just going to help make it a little more burgundy when I put that burgundy on. Otherwise it's going to end up looking more brown. And I'm going to actually extend this burgundy just a little bit more onto the mid part of the lid, like that. Oh, I'm so excited. Now I'm going to go into this burgundy shade. It's kind of a burgundy brown. Okay, now I'm going to go into this, it's kind of the shimmery burgundy, and just kind of pop that on top. Honestly, like, I want to do an eye just with those colors. Like, now I'm torn, but I am going to go ahead and do the teal. So I'm going to take this Morphe 200 and I'm just going to blend all of this. So I'm using a bit of a heavier hand when I do this outer portion of the crease, or like the top part, and I'll probably go in a little bit more with that mustard shade just to kind of blend that out a bit more, but I just kind of want to diffuse it a bit right now. And then I'm just kind of gonna just really lightly tap that so it kind of all melds together and looks seamless. Do I look like I have black eyes yet? Okay, now I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to go into that mustard color again and put that on my lower lash line. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to lightly place that mustard around. Whoa. Bad idea, too narrow of a brush. Okay, that's okay. We're going to just same thing over here just to kind of even it out. Awesome. I love that. I love it, people. Now I'm going to take a little smudger brush like this, and I'm going to go into that burgundy shade. Actually, I'm going to go into the pink first and do exactly the same thing, just right up at the lash line. Okay, now I'm going to go into that burgundy shade. I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm going to go into the shimmery burgundy shade and just go right at the lash line with that. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. Now I'm going to go in with this. It's called 18 Perfect Colors by Nickak, New York. So I bought this for $5.99 at London Drugs here in Canada. And these shades are really quite amazing. So some of them aren't as great as others. This section here and this section here is but these colors and these colors are really pigmented and buttery. So I am going to be using this concealer brush, and I'm going to be going into this shade here, right here, and I'm going to be putting that on this part of my lid. Okay, that looks so crazy. Doesn't it look crazy? Oh man, I love the color though. It's so gorgeous. It's really different look, but I love it. Okay, so now that I've got it like that, and you can see kind of the colors, they're actually really beautiful together. I don't think that the camera does them justice, but it looks really pretty. But it is over the top for sure. Now I'm going to just use this to blend the two together. So that's going to be the primary other color, and it's just going to go right over top of that burgundy shade. And it's just going to kind of make everything work. And then what I'm going to do, oh, that looks so crazy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little mirror and I'm just going to blend the two of these shades together so that it kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way. So they kind of fade into each other, which is what you want. You don't want it. You don't want just two separate colors. And you just do that by lightly, just lightly blending the two so it kind of just melds seamlessly. But if you do it too hard, you just muddy everything up. So I'm just using such a light touch, holding my brush really far back to get it like that. Okay, so still looks super crazy. Super duper crazy. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give my eyes a little, okay. So I'm just gonna give myself a one more time blend. Just around the edges to make sure I've got no harshness. Okay, now I'm going to tight line the upper lash line with black. And then just smudge it into my lash line. See, that's already making a difference, at least in my mind it is. I'm going to use this blue Lagoon on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to just smash this into the lower lash line a bit, using the blue Lagoon still. So that's what I have so far. I love it. Okay, then I'm going to take Kat Von D Thunderstruck, which I don't know if this is the best color to use for my inner corner highlight, but it's what I'm using today. And this is kind of a dark look. So I'm going to take this black one and I'm just going to deepen up the outer edge here. Just smudge that in. I'm going to curl my lashes and put on falsies, and then I'll be back to do my blush and my lipstick. See you in a second. Okay, so I've got the eyelashes on, and this is what I have for eyeshadow. I just think it's beautiful. I'm looking at myself in my monitor and I like it. Okay, it's pretty wild, but it's really pretty for a fall dramatic look, I think. And you could, instead of using the turquoise, you could use something like a brighter kind of emeraldy green or anything really, but I just love the way that looks. And then it's just a little pop of color, and especially if you've got kind of bluey, greeny eyes, the little bit of turquoise just kind of makes everything pop. And then with the orange, it just... Okay, so I have contoured my cheeks and done my bronzer and that sort of thing. What I basically am doing, like I said earlier, is focusing on the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips today. So I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Love Flush blush in Love Hangover. And then I'm going to just go into the Milani Luminoso blush and just pop that on my cheeks just to give me a bit more glow. Then I'm going to go into Mary Luminizer by the Balm and just glow it up a little bit more. I'm almost out of this thing. I am almost out. Okay, And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my little highlighter brush and I'm just going to do this right on my brow bone. So kind of brighten up that a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my oh man, like speaking is not my forte. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is almost gone too, like I've hit pan here, big time. But boy have I ever liked this thing, like I have used it tons. I wouldn't get the palette again because I never used this shade. I guess I could, but it's just too dark. Okay, and for my lips, I'm gonna go in with MAC Stone first, then NYX Retractable Liner in Pretty in Pink, and then I'm going to use a Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the color Cafe, and then I'm going to top it off with Laura Mercier Lip Gloss in Bear Baby. I was just about to line my lips with Mary Kay Black eyeliner. That wouldn't have been good. I'm gonna actually take this other Bite Beauty lip crayon in Madera. It's just a lighter shade, and just kind of run it in the middle. And that's done. My lips are done and they look juicy and plump, and I'm going to go fluff my hair and then I'll be right back. So final look. Just moving around so you can see the eyes. The eyes are definitely the star of the show. What I find is if I'm going to go with a pop of color, which honestly, I'm not overly comfortable with normally doing a color. However, this, because it's just a tiny bit, although on my eyes maybe it looks like a lot more, but it's surrounded by neutrals that kind of ground it. And then also because I didn't go all the way across my lid, to me it looks less 70s. What I really struggle with is if I do a color all the way across, I feel like I look like 70s. Not that that's even bad, but for whatever reason it doesn't suit me. So but doing just kind of the outer or the inner portion of my eyelid and then doing the color in the waterline, just I think it works for me, and to me it looks more current. So, and then I paired it with all just real light neutrals everywhere else so that the eyes are the thing that pop. So that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like that format. You know, every once in a while, like I like doing a whole foundation routine and everything, but sometimes it's nice to just focus on eyes, lips, and blush so you see what I pair together. But it's not going through the contour and the bronzer and all of that, because it's not like you haven't seen me do that 50 million times, or at least quite a few. So yeah, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Just hit that subscribe button, yes indeed. And yeah, you can join me on Facebook or Instagram if you like. I'll leave the links in the description bar, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. And I guess that's it for this week. So have an amazing one, meaning week, and we'll talk to you soon.